Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Grace Hollow Rabbitry. I'm PJ, and I run an ARBA registered rabbitry right here in northwest Arkansas, where I raise a couple of different breeds of meat rabbits. I raise New Zealand's in black, blue, and broken, and I also raise silver fox in black and blue. And what I'm doing today is I'm going to update you on our 3-week-old kits. These guys was born between July 9th, 10th, 11th, and the last litter was July 12th. So these guys are right at 3 weeks. Some are a couple days over, and some's not quite 3 weeks, but they're close. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at those. You may have noticed this 3-hole stacker behind me. This is a new addition. I found this for a song, and so I went ahead and picked it up. I actually intend to put this in the carport once I get it remodeled and get everything set up. And I hope to buy another one just like this. That way I'll have 2 of these. These cages are 30 by 36. And I can't use the bottom cage right now because my dogs have access to this area, and I don't want them to be enticed by little youngsters down here at their eye level. So right now I'm using the bottom cage as storage, and then right here we have Shawnee's older kits, and then on top we have Witter's last litter. And we'll talk about these guys at another time. Today, we're going to look at the 3-week-olds. First up, right here, we have Shawnee and Bentleys Litter. And she has, I think she has 4 of her own, all broken. And she's got this one Charlie. And guys, when I say Charlie, what I mean, a true Charlie comes from a broken to broken breeding, which Bentley is a broken blue and Shawnee is a broken black, so it is a broken to broken breeding. And typically, a Charlie will have less than 10% color. You can see how all these others have a much more color than this little guy. This little guy is mostly white with a little bit of blue. However, sometimes I have found that even though it may have a little bit more color, if you remember Jonesy or Jonesboro, she did not appear to be Charlie. She was lightly patterned, but she did have much more than 10% color. But genetically, she was a Charlie, and we know that because when bred to a solid, she has never produced a solid kit. A Charlie can only produce more Charlies or broken. So anyway, Shawnee and Bentley has these 4 kits that you see right here. The 3 broken black and then that little Charlie black there. And then Shawnee is also fostering 2 of Zinc's blue kits. One is here in the corner. Let's see. Right back here. Come on. Trying to pull him out. There we go. There's our first blue, or there it was. There's one of Zinc's babies, and then there's the other blue. So she is fostering and raising up 2 of Zinc's babies. And if you shall remember, if you've been watching the fan page, we lost Zinc. She had some kind of difficulty. I'm not sure if she had an internal bleed or if perhaps there was another kit stuck inside that never delivered. Either way, about a week, not quite a week after she kindled her litter, we lost her. She just had some kind of complication, and so without a sonogram, there's no way of telling for sure what happened. I suspect it was probably a stuck kit, but if not, then an internal bleed. So anyway, we did lose zinc, and originally I had put 3 of her blue kits here with the Queen, or yeah, this is the Queen. I keep saying Shawnee. This is the Queen and Bentley. And boy, look at the body type on this youngster. These guys are only 3 weeks old, and just look how beautiful that kit is. I'm looking for some good things to come out of this litter. So anyway, this is the Queen and Bentleys Litter, and then we have the 2 kits out of zinc, who is fostered here. Next to the Queen, we have Keo, and Keo is my Charlie Doe. She is a genetically Charlie Doe. If I can get her, there we go, to come out. And this girl's got a lot of power and a real super nice body type. She is a little on the small side. When she's not pregnant, she tops out at about 9 pounds 12 ounces. So she's not mega small, but she is a little bit small, and so I have to breed her to my bigger bucks. But boy, she sure does throw some nice kits, and she's just got a fabulous body type. And so she's had 3 litters. Her first litter, she's had all pretty good sized litters, or at least average. Her first litter was a litter of 7, and she was doing real good with them. She was in the wood barn, and I had a roof leak, and her kits got rained on, and so we actually lost her first litter to rain. And then she had another litter earlier in the year. She had a litter of 8, and she raised 7 of those. And then this litter, she kindled 6, and at 3 weeks old, we still got 6. And look at these guys. These guys, a lot of these look pretty promising too. We got some big round rear ends. Now we got one right here that looks like it might take after mom. It's kind of small compared to its siblings. But so far, she's got a pretty nice looking litter here. Next to Keo, we have Flippin'. And Flippin' has had 2 litters back to back. And so she looks a little bit worn out. She's going to get her a little bit of a rest. But she kindled... She had 4. She's got only 1 black, and then she's got these 3 blue. And these guys are little monsters. They're chunky balls. And they're out of the new buck Mark tree. Now Mark is just a little on the shy side of medium weight. Previously, and I want to not correct myself, but I want to update you on Mark. When I first brought Mark home, I got to noticing his birth date and realized that he was already a year old, and he was already a senior buck. He was actually sold to me as a 6'8" buck, and he was 8 pounds, 8 pounds 8 ounces, I believe. And so when I got him home and looked into his pedigree a little more and realized that he was a year old and only 8 pounds 8 ounces, I was a little disappointed in that. However, I just weighed him the other day because I was looking at him and I was thinking, boy, you know, this guy's really filled out some. I don't know what's going on, but he's filled out. And so I weighed him again, and he is now 8 pounds 14 ounces. So he's just shy of that minimum weight of 9 pounds. And guys, this was during that heat wave when we were having temperatures 110, 115, super, super hot. We had 2 weeks of this, and it was in the throes of this heat wave that he was weighing 8 pounds 14 ounces. So I'm a little hopeful now that the weather has cooled off and his appetite has returned. He's eating really well. I'm kind of hopeful that he might cross over that 9 pound threshold and meet minimum weight for a New Zealand buck. So I'm really excited about that. Alright, and then this is our last 3-week-old litter, and this is Ashdown. And boy, let me tell you, she looks kind of rough. Now she is filled in really nicely. So her body is just really nice and round and full, and I like that about this young doe. However, right now, excuse me, right now, she's chewed up pretty bit. Look at that, her whole rib cage right there. When she pulled fur, she really pulled the fur out. She pulled a lot of it, and she pulled it right there off of her ribs, and so she's pretty much bald right there. But it'll grow back. You can see, or I can see, it's already starting to grow back. But she does look just a little thin, and she only had, well, she had 2 kits. One was DOA, and so she only had this one black kit here that was alive, and he's been playing in the water bowl. And then currently she is also raising Zinc's other 3 blue. Zinc had 6 kits. We lost one. I waited too late to pull them when I realized Zinc was not producing milk like she had been. I waited too late to pull them, and so I did lose one, but we managed to save the remaining 5. And so Ashdown's raising 3, and then the queen over there has the other 2, and then Ashdown has this single black kit, and Cash is the lucky sire to that little guy there. So hopefully it'll grow up and be real big like his daddy. So that's it for the 3-week-olds. They're all doing really well. Moms are doing pretty well. I'm really surprised they are doing as well as they have. They're 3 weeks old, and for 2 weeks of that we had some intense heat wave going on, and they were able to survive that. The moms were able to survive and still nurse their young, so they had a really good summer litter so far, and so they're doing pretty good. I'm pretty proud of them. So that's it for the 3-week-olds. Stay tuned though, because I'm getting ready to go and do an update on the 7-week-old baby kits, who will soon down below in the comment section. I'm going to, or in the description box down below, I'm going to leave some links for you. One is going to be to my webpage, where you can find my upcoming show schedule for the fall season, and I will also post show results there. I have a blog, and then a link to my fan page, where I do normally I do almost daily comment or picture or something, share something with you. Now lately it's been really hot, so I've not spent a whole lot of time with the rabbits. You know, they just really have to concentrate on staying cool and not stressing out. So when it's that hot, I really don't mess with them much more than to keep them cool, give them food and water and hay. And plus, I've been really busy with the carport remodel. We're moving right along with that, a little bit at a time. The contractor that I had found full-time employment, and so he's no longer able to help me, so I'm pretty much doing this on my own now, with a little bit of assistance with Doolittle, and whenever I can get some time with Daddy J, then I get his assistance. But for the most part, it's me doing it on my own. I have no idea what I'm doing, so I'm just kind of going along as I go, so figuring out. So anyway, and then the last link will be to my personal Facebook page, so that if you have any questions or would like to discuss anything with me, you can contact me personally through Messenger from my personal Facebook page. Thanks for watching, and until we speak again, God bless.